Hey, what's going on, everybody? My name is Corey, better known as the Seaman, and I want to welcome you to another edition of the Seaman's Cinema Sit Down. As you can see, I think I look prettier today. I feel like I'm like crystal clear and super sharp, and that's because I got a new Sony ZV-1. I bought myself a new camera with my bonus, and I hope I looks as pretty as it looks in the viewfinder. The viewfinder looks real pretty. And no, I'm not in just stunning blackness, because I'm chilling outside of the Palisades Center Mall. You got Target's behind me over here. You got the Theatery over on this side. And if I'm at the Palisades Mall, that means I just saw a movie. And tonight's movie, oh man, tonight's movie is a movie I was very, very excited for. It's a movie that's talked about being bathed in red, as the car that parked next to me, as taillights bathe my face in red. But man, there's a lot of red in this movie, and I enjoyed every single second of it. It's hard to take a franchise that can be so beloved to its fan base and deliver movies that like make you go, am I seeing like the best version of this maybe ever? It's almost impossible to top what Wes Craven did in the first one, because it's so genius and it sets up everything that's come. But since these two guys have taken over this franchise with their two writing buddies, man, is this franchise just getting better every time I see it. What am I talking about? Why don't you pull up a chair, take a seat? We are getting ready to dive in fresh out the theater and spoiler-free into Scream 6. And I'm going to attempt to keep this short because I don't want to talk too much about the acting. We'll talk about that right at the top. We have a great cast here. I love this cast. The fresh new cast is what really has me reinvested in this franchise in a way where I'm like, yeah, I don't care what you do with the legacy characters or how you want to use them. I'm really interested in this crew. And Melissa Barrera, Jenna Ortega, Jasmine Savoy Brown, and Mason Gooding, they're just absolutely fantastic. Like everything you want in a core four of a group. Like they're spectacular, and I loved everything they're doing, and specifically Barrera. I'm so just enamored with Sam. She is fascinating, but what they give her and Jenna Ortega as sisters, Sam and Tara, this time around, I really, really love that. When you talk about the other family members, I love everything that you're getting from Brown and Gooding. But, and then, I mean, whether it's Courtney Cox or anybody that pops in, the Samara Weaving, who starred in the film that made me know who these guys are that are directing, that of course is Ready or Not. She's great. Everybody that pops up in here is fantastic. We have Hayden Panettiere back as Kirby. She's great. I'm a big fan of Josh Segarra. He won me over on She-Hulk, and I loved him here. You got Tony Revolori, who I'm always interested in what he's doing, and I was very interested in what he was doing in this movie. But for me, when it comes to Scream, the real winners are, well, Ghostface, and let me tell you, good God, his voice work is like off the charts this time around. Like, you can tell that this franchise has reinvigorated him, and stellar, like some of his best, I think, personally. But this franchise in this series really comes down to the directors and the writers. But Matt Bettinelli-Olpin and Tyler Gillett, who directed Ready or Not and the first Scream, and now Scream 6, dude, these guys are stellar. Like, when it comes to the behind the camera stuff, they just understand Scream. They know how to build a scene. They know how to stage, a room or a sequence for Ghostface to be the most terrifying he can possibly be. And I've loved, since they have taken over, that the ferociousness behind the kills has increased. And this is probably the most ferocious killing that I've ever seen on screen. Like, the things they're doing in this movie, I think every time there was a kill, my jaw was like, no joke. Top tier kills every single time, and it's not often that you get that, especially in a world where we've seen people be murdered on movie screens in the craziest ways possible. And I'm not saying that these are crazy, but the delivery and the terrifying nature of them is absolutely spectacular. But for me, I think like the real gold to these, while I love Gillett and Bettinelli-Olpin, the writers, James Vanderbilt and Guy Busick, these guys, they know this franchise like inside out, and they understand its core. And the thing that makes Scream one of the greatest slasher franchises of all time is not because of Ghostface and the different types of kills that you have in the movie, or how he runs and he was scary. And no, it's the way that they understand how the slasher film works, and the fact that that is front and center at every movie is a group of people who dissect and watch horror movies. And they either use that to their advantage to go kill people, or they use that to their advantage, hopefully, to survive the film that they're in. And when you look at what you get from Vanderbilt and Busick, they really understand this concept in a way that, like, you needed someone who could grasp how today's film and social media and things work to really get at the core concepts that they're going at. I loved how they dissected the requel last time around. And I was like, I don't know what you could possibly do next. Well, I promise you, they found a way to dissect horror movies again, specifically slashers. And the way that they do in this movie is some of the best, I think, in the franchise for me personally. I loved everything they had to say about, you know, slasher movies and horror again, where it currently is, and how the rules work this time around, and what they build and set up is excellent. And once again, you are presented with, you know, all these possible suspects, and right down to the wire, you're like, I don't know, man. It could go this way, or it could go this way, or it could be this, or it could be something you don't even see coming. And that's what I really love about these scripts and about these movies. Like, the combo of the guys behind the camera and the guys writing these things is the magic. And then you just have a cast that's absolutely electric, so easy to root for, and is enjoyable to watch on screen. So let's get the C-Maniacs up. I don't think any of you should be surprised with where I am going. But yes, the cast here is phenomenal. I'm just enamored with Barrera and Sam as a character. I love that we got more time with Tara. Jenna Ortega and Barrera together are just so good, and there's a lot more interesting stuff for them this time around. And what you get from Gooding and Savoy Brown, I mean, it's, you know, the things that you hoped you could have expanded upon, spent more time with people, given these two characters more because they really popped, they get that and they excel. And it's just so much fun to watch. Everybody else who comes back here, whether it's a legacy character, it was so nice to see Hayden Panettiere come back. But I mean, her, Courtney Cox, I mean, everybody that's involved here on the cast side, I think they all do a great job. And it's really, really driven by your writing that comes from James Vanderbilt and Guy Busick, and your directing that comes from Matt Bettinelli-Olpin and Tyler Gillett. I mean, it's just, it's this team. This movie has a team of about 6 right now, and that's at its like core. And that team of 6 is what makes you keep coming to the movies and makes you engaged the whole time. And yeah, like I said, Ghostface is probably the scariest he's ever been. I gotta go 4.5 out of 5. Can't put it at a 5 because you can't top the OG for me. But I think this one is as good, if not better, than those 4 guys' first time out I guess it was last year, when Scream 5 came out. I think they're producing the best stuff that we've seen in the franchise since the original from Wes Craven. I can't wait to see this again tomorrow night with more people. I can't wait to watch this movie over and over again. I'm so looking forward to the kills. I mean, every single one of them is top tier, jaw-dropping type stuff. This thing is just excellent. I'm in love with it. I'm shutting up. Now it's your turn. I want to know what you're thinking. How big of a Scream fan are you? Have you already seen the movie? If you have, keep it spoiler-free, but let me know what you thought. If you haven't, when are you seeing it? Is it going to be in the theaters? Are you going to wait for streaming? What are you hoping for? Are you excited now that you've heard me talk? Anything you guys got, good, bad, indifferent, on Scream 6, put it down below in the comment section. I look forward to talking to you down there. As always, if you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. And if you're new, you want to come hang out with the old C-Man anytime we're talking movies, TV, trailer, reactions. You want to see, let's see, Last of Us is on right now. We got the finale on Sunday. All my reactions and reviews are up. You can check those out. We got Mandalorian just starting, more Pedro Pascal being a dad. I got reactions coming for this week, but we'll be covering that. You like any of that stuff, you just dig my vibe, you want to show a little love, well, hey, come join C-Maniac Nation, man. It's super easy. All you gotta do, jump over there, hit that subscribe button, hit that little bell if you want those alerts. And until next time, for the C-Mans, cinema sit down. I've been the C-Man, and I am slashing off. Peace.
Oh, you guys are still here. You snuck up on me. You must be looking for more of this guy. Well, I got 2 video options for you, man. Right up here and right over here. And if you want all those Seaman goodies, well, hey, come join the squad right on over there, and I'll catch you on the next one.